Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about stop trying so hard. So this is a dating advice video, and sometimes I feel like when we really like someone, we go on a date with someone, we're totally attracted to them, sometimes we can try too hard. And basically when you start trying too hard, it doesn't come across as natural, and it gets in the way basically of you being able to actually bond with someone. Now, I really wish that I'd learnt this when I was younger, because when I liked girls when I was at school and when I was in my late teenage years, if I liked a girl, I would show off, I would act like an idiot in front of her because I was just trying so hard to get her to like me, right? And that's what I would do, and that's what I thought worked, right? Falsely believing that's what worked. So sometimes it may not be that reason for you, but sometimes we can try too hard to impress somebody. And if you're trying to do that, basically it's attention seeking behavior, right? And it shows low self-esteem because you believe that essentially that, and this is what I believed as well, that I can't just be my normal self. I have to be something different for this person to like me, right? When in reality, you should just be yourself and let them take you as you are. And if they don't want you as you are, then you realize that that person's just not for you and you need to move on despite how much you're attracted to them, okay? So one of the first things that I want you to do when you're on a date, especially on a date when you realize, oh my God, I'm actually really into this person, is don't be so intense, okay? Just have fun and enjoy it, right? Just enjoy the experience of being near them, of being around them and getting to know them, okay? Enjoy, that goes to my next point, which is enjoying the experience of connecting and bonding with another human being. Because what you've got to realize is that, when you're on a date with someone that you really like, you should be absolutely enamored with them, fascinated about their life. So if you are really into this person, then surely you would want to know absolutely everything about them. So all you have to do is just to enjoy their presence and just ask them questions about their life. And just keep on asking them questions about their life. Because if you're really into them, then you should be also really interested in what they have to say. So you don't have to do much to impress them. All you need to do is sit back, relax, ask them questions about themselves, and you'll find out all this wonderful information that you're hoping to find out about them. Because if you're interested in them, really interested in them, then you should be absolutely fascinated with everything that comes out of their mouth. You should want to know everything about them, right? And that's why, or you just have to do things very minimally. You don't have to do much. You just have to ask them questions, right? So things like, oh, where did you grow up? What are your parents like? Do you have any siblings? What are some funny stories from your childhood? What was the first crush you ever had when you was younger? Things like that. Get into there and ask them details about themselves. And another thing that's really cool as well is sometimes you'll be able to tell if something is really important to someone. If even from just like physical cues. So let's say you meet up with them before you go into the restaurant, in the parking lot of the restaurant, in the car park, and you notice that their car is absolutely pristine. It's so clean, it's so tidy. You can tell that they take care of their car. And maybe they even take pride in it. Perhaps they've even got on their keyring a little mini version of their car or something like that. And you can ask them about the car because obviously that's something that they really care about. And if you get people to talk about, especially dates as well, this could be for anybody, but if you get someone to talk about the things that they are intensely passionate about, that they really come alive for, and it could be this person's car, they'll start telling you about the car. They'll start saying where they got it from, how often they take it to the car repair place, if they've got any new parts for it recently, and things like that. And they'll just sit there and just talk about their car for ages if that's one of their big interests. Now, if it's not so, if you're not too sure about what they're really interested in, then one of the really cool things you can do is that when you're asking them questions about their life, about their hobbies, about their likes, about their dislikes, if you see something inside of them where that just lights them up, so let's say they're talking about babysitting their little sister and how much they love their little sister, or if you see them light up over their animal, their pet, or it might be something to do with their career. Perhaps they've got some goals that they're trying to achieve. If you ask them about those things and you see them light up about those things, those are the topics that you want to keep on diving into and finding out more about, because they're going to love talking about it. So like, let's say, for example, that they've got a dog that they really love. and they just light up when they're so excited when they're talking about their dog. Ask them questions about it. Oh, like, where did you get your dog from? What's his name or her name? Where do you take it for walks? What do you do together? What do you do on weekends? How often do you take it to get groomed? Like, lots of questions that they would love to answer because they love their dog, right? So that's the cue. That's the key, right? You wait for them when you're asking questions to see them light up about something, and that's the topic you dive into with them, because that's the topic they're going to love talking about the most. And if you can encourage someone to talk about something that they really love, they're going to feel really positive towards you. They're going to say, "Oh my God, this person cares about the things that I care about," and they're enjoying the conversation. So therefore, they're going to associate positive feelings towards you, right? Rather than negative feelings, okay? And you want someone to be drawn to you. And one of the best ways you can get someone to be drawn to you is they feel positive about you. And if you get them to talk about things that they really love, that they're really passionate about, they're going to feel really positive about you, okay? So another thing to do is don't think about your future with them, just go by date, because sometimes when you're really into someone, and it's really hard to restrain this, but when you really like someone, it can be really difficult not to think about and imagine and daydream your future together, right? It can be really difficult to not do that. But what I'm suggesting is that try and do that the best that you can. When you really like someone, just go by date. Don't think about the future just yet. Just enjoy the moment, enjoy the date, right? And just, be fully immersed in that date. Be fully in the present moment with them, okay? And if it works out, you go on a few dates with each other, you'll find out eventually, like within a couple of weeks, you'll be able to find out if things are actually progressing. And you'll know if they're progressing if you're communicating more, if you're meeting up more with each other, and you're just connecting really well. And that's how you'll know about that, okay? So, but just go date by date. Try to refrain yourself and restrain yourself from thinking about the future too much, okay? So another thing as well is to relax and be yourself. This will especially help shy people that you date. So if you're dating someone that is shy, that you really like, just relax and be yourself. Just be your normal, goofy, funny self. Act as though you're hanging out with your best friend, just being silly, being funny, being goofy. And if you're on a date with a shy person, that will help them let down their guard and help them to be able to do the same thing. Because one of the big things with shy people is that they find it really difficult to be themselves because they're essentially insecure, right? And if they can see that you're being yourself and you're not being insecure and you're just having a laugh, you're just being funny and goofy, then that gives them permission to do the same thing. Whereas if you get two shy people together, usually it's really awkward, things don't run smoothly, it's just very jilted. But if you get someone who's confident and happy to be themselves, doesn't mind taking the mick out of themselves, basically, doesn't mind doing stuff that makes them look a bit silly, looks a bit goofy, that helps the person that's less secure, the one that's less confident, do the same thing. And that can really help if you're dealing with a woman or a guy that's really shy. Just be yourself, just be funny, get them to open up and do the same thing. And you do that by setting the example, by being yourself, okay? So some of the best books that can help with dating, and they're in my recommended books, which you'll be able to find in the description of this video, that can really help with dating and can really help you with, basically preventing you from trying too hard. And that is How to Win Friends and Influence People. That will really help with your communication. That will really help with learning how to become a good conversationalist and getting someone to like you. Models by Mark Manson, and also 3% Man by Corey Wayne. And those books should really help you if you want to find out more about this kind of thing. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. Thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like to me to discuss something in a future video, then please leave it down in the comments. Thank you so much. Goodbye, guys.